Oh, what's he fixing?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. Probably something Mexican. It's hard to tell, or Greek, or who knows. Make some of the strangest stuff. And
Is it good?
You ready, Di?
some of it is, some of it isn't.
Yeah.
I eat it.
Yeah, I know, right? It's too cold out to not wear it anymore.
I need to get a haircut.
I'd say.
All right, let's call the meeting to order.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our Father in heaven, we thank you for granting us the privilege to meet tonight. We ask for your blessing, wisdom, and guidance as we conduct the business of the village. Amen. Roll call. Jamie,
Yes.
Mauer,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Percy,
Yes.
Fisher,
Yes.
Wheeler.
Yep.
Motion to approve the minutes of the September 23rd, 2024 regular meeting.
Motion to approve the minutes of the September 23rd, 2024 regular meeting.
Second.
Jamie,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Fisher,
Abstain.
Wheeler,
Yep.
Percy,
Yes.
Mauer.
Yes.
All right, the only correspondence that I have is from Kevin Wright petitioning the vacation of the 50-foot alley in the northern part of the village. And his neighbor has said that they're not interested in it, so we will be looking at a planning commission meeting soon for that. Citizens' comments. Would you like to go ahead and speak, sir? Yeah. Welcome to the podium.
I don't have anything to share with you. When I was at the fair, and I don't remember who it was, somebody came
was
to me.
me.
Was it you?
Yeah.
Somebody came to me and asked me to come back, that you had some sort of a water problem.
We do have a water problem, water drainage, specifically storm drains. So if you would like to come and sit down, Tammy and I can walk you through that. That's a 45-minute conversation that you probably
Okay.
don't want to stand at a podium for. I
Right.
mean, maybe you do, and you can do that at that time, but
Nope,
we don't really want to have you.
nope, I don't want to monopolize your meeting.
All right,
When we're done, we can talk about it.
that sounds perfect.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you. All right, moving on to department reports. Fire.
Good evening, everyone. September 2024, we had one building fire, which was the abandoned building, most likely arson. Still open under investigation, but chances are we'll never find out. 5 brush fires, 1 medical assist, 2 accidents with injury, 1 accident no injury, a water leak up in Bakersville. Dispatch canceled twice, 2 calls, no incidents found, and 3 smoke alarms. 2 of them were at the school. Call volume, Village West Lafayette 5, Lafayette Township 3, Oxford 4, 1 in Linton, 1 in White Eyes, and 2 mutual aid calls out of district. Total of 16 calls last month. Puts us to 156 for the year. Last year was at 141. Emergency calls, 112 firefighters responded for 90.33 hours. 42 hours for meetings, 38.5 for vehicle inspections, 49 hours in training, and 25 hours online training. Payroll for September was $1,449. A couple activities going on soon. Tomorrow and Wednesday, we'll be conducting hose testing. We're going to do that over at Waterworks Park on the new asphalt. Talked to Dave Cadry today. He's going to open up the old village building for us, so we have restrooms and water. Told us what hydrant he wanted us to use. Next month, you need to appoint member for the Fire Dependency Board for 2025. That'll be coming up soon. And then I have 3 new gentlemen that would like to join the fire department that I would like council approval tonight. One of them is Jared Danner. He just moved here from Iowa. We're in the process now of getting his training converted from Iowa to Ohio. He has a level 1 certification. Craig Todd lives over by the high school, bought Ed Harstein's old house. He's currently taking a 36-hour class. And Matthew Woods lives over on Russell. We're gonna try to get him into the next 36-hour class. So if you guys want to vote and approve those guys, we've already done it at the station. Got them ready to go.
I have all the names listed there, yeah, just need a motion and second.
Motion to add 3 members to the volunteer fire department.
Second.
Good job. So 3 guys.
3 new members.
Don't overcomplicate it.
Exactly.
Wheeler,
Yep.
Percy,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Fisher,
Yes.
Cheney,
Yes.
Mauer.
Yes.
Questions? Have a good evening.
Congratulations on winning the cook-off.
Well,
Until next year.
Who actually did the cooking this time? My wife.
Yes.
Well, at least you're giving her credit, so.
Mike Sion made mine, so I didn't cook either.
I carried it on house.
Yeah.
I opened all the cans. She did the rest.
All right, fiscal officer.
Okay,
That's just somebody calling my phone.
well, the one that's Joel,
It
is.
is. Can somebody,
Okay, I'll call
I'm
him.
gonna ignore him.
Sorry,
Sorry,
Joel, hold on, I will call Joel. Okay, sorry, Jesse's phone's being used, so you're on my phone.
Okay,
Okay,
you weren't answering her.
I never got a call.
She ignored you. I'm sorry, Joel.
Just called you and went right to voicemail.
Moving on.
Fiscal officer report?
Okay, so the legislation we have tonight, ordinance 2024-36. That'll receive its 3rd and final reading tonight, and that is to authorize the mayor, myself, and the fire chief to sign the fire contracts with the local townships for 2025. Resolution 2024-37 is resolution to add funds. That'll receive its 3rd and final reading tonight. I did make a change to that. I added another line item to it for the police levy fund, Fund 218. I need to add $590.19. So we received that much more from property taxes into that levy fund than what we had anticipated. So I need to have that appropriated so I can use that to pay the police officers. Resolution 2024-38 will receive its 2nd reading tonight, and that is to authorize the village administrator to apply for the Land and Water Conservation Fund Program for ODNR. And new to the table tonight is ordinance 2024-39 that will receive its 1st reading. And that is to retain our solicitor Joel Blue for another 2 years, starting January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2026. So again, that'll receive its 1st reading tonight.
If you answer the phone call, he calls.
Exactly, if he answers the phone call.
It would be more beneficial if we showed up.
Well, sure.
Just kidding, Joel, just kidding.
Okay, we had a finance meeting tonight, quickly presented the September end of month cash summary. I've been working on the budget for 2025 and hope to be wrapping that up this week and will present that at the next council meeting for review. In our finance meeting tonight, we talked about a few different things. One thing, we have a resident in town that approached us about his sewer bill. Resident lives on East Main Street that just recently realized that he's been charged for sewer service on his account since July of 2021. It has a septic. He doesn't get sewer service from us. So he's requesting a refund for the money that he has paid since then. And we did find there was a mistake in the transfer of our accounts from when we converted to using water with the city of Coshocton, and his account being entered into the system. So they marked it, his account as having sewer service when it didn't. So that's why he's been charged since then, and they did produce a report for us to show that over that period of time, he's paid $795.15. So that's the amount that he is requesting a refund for. So we discussed that earlier in the finance meeting, so if you guys are okay with that, I would entertain a motion to approve that refund.
I make a motion to refund Mr. Mills' sewer payments.
Second.
Howell,
Yes.
Percy,
Yes.
Mauer,
Yes.
Fisher,
Yes.
Wheeler,
Yep.
Cheney.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We also discussed health insurance for the village employees, and there are a couple other things that I need to look into a little bit further and discuss with our employees regarding prescription coverage, but it looks as if that we're gonna be able to save roughly $51,000 a year in our health insurance premiums by going through the Ohio Municipal League and a new pool that they put together for members of the Ohio Municipal League. So we're looking at doing that. I will be requesting a formal approval of you all at the next council meeting to approve me to go forward with that change if everything else pans out. And finally, we also talked about the security system for the village administration office and council chambers, looking at an access control push button to allow access to the village administration office that Tammy and I would have access to allow people into the office. And then also looking at, what I want to say, the panic buttons at a couple of different locations too in our desks. So we received quotes from a couple of different companies, and we're looking at retaining Lone Star for that and going to apply for a grant for our insurance company, Public Entities Pool grant for $1,000 to go towards that security system. Bills have been passed around for approval, and that's all I have.
All right, please.
Oh, I guess that's not it. All right. You can say that. Sorry, I'm being prompted over here by my neighbor, so. Yes, we also talked about coming here at the end. So as y'all know, Chief Chris Walters is going to be leaving us at the end of this year in the sheriff of Coshocton County. And so the month of December, we are going to be without his services so that he can take training for that position. And they would like to have the current Captain Morgan Eckleberry, to take his place. And per ordinance, there is a clause in there that states anybody that is temporarily promoted to that supervisor position, that they get an extra $1 on the hour. So just need to present that to you and request formal approval for that as well, to have Captain promoted to that acting chief through that interim period.
Motion to promote.
Yeah, what?
Where are you having to do, so the mayor just gives the advice of council, they don't need to do a motion, she can just appoint her.
Oh,
All
okay,
right.
all right. She's liking that. Okay, so
You can look at this, yeah, I'm looking at it right now, so, yeah, she can appoint chief of police appointed by the mayor with the advice and consent of the legislative authority of the village, so. Need not be a resident of the village, time of the appointment shall become a resident within 6 months.
And we can move that.
And we can override, and actually, we have a separate ordinance that states that they don't have to be, that the village administrator and fiscal officer and police chief do not have to be, as long as it's approved, yeah.
Well, needs to be said, he will then be Captain Morgan.
I said that several times, that's what I call him. Captain Morgan.
I'm just gonna put it that way.
This dance, I was just doing that.
Okay, all right, so I guess we don't need that roll call vote.
Okay.
Never.
Sweet.
All right,
Okay,
please.
okay, so go ahead, your turn.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Okay, the monthly activity report for September 2024. 455 calls for service. 28 reports were taken, 3 felony arrests, 9 misdemeanor arrests, 1 juvenile arrest, 18 traffic stops, 9 traffic crashes, 1 OVI, 0 warrant arrest, 0 civil paper services. And we used fuel cost $833.32. That's all I have. Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. All right, Joel, your time to shine.
Alright, so, there's that thing with the, chief. Just wanna make sure that we've noted I did that. No, it's just that
I got
It's
you. I'm
noted.
writing it
We
down
noted.
right now.
a
Chief.
few different questions, I mean, nothing major has come up. Probably the biggest thing is, we're not gonna be able to move forward like I had hoped on, one of the projects the mayor and I have been talking about. The annexation, it's just, as the law currently stands, the village has no power to compel the annexation of those, particular properties that we discussed. It used to exist within the law, and it just no longer does.
But that's okay, because we're moving forward with other projects.
Yep.
Okay, anything else?
That's it.
All right. Next up, village administrator. Do you need drum roll?
Yeah, drum roll. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll start with, we passed 2024-35 last meeting. That's the sewer rate ordinance. We raised the sewer rates 10%, and that's effective on the October billing. Also, we needed to note in there that pool fill credits on sewer bills were removed from that ordinance. We'll no longer be giving, starting in 2025, we will no longer be giving credits on sewer bills for pool fills. That's a lot to say, but we'll put that out on the website and on Facebook also, because just to keep reminding people who are used to getting those. I wanted to touch Damon on, we've had questions on burning ban with it being so dry, but we're under the normal statewide.
All working ban now, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Thank you. No burning, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and through October and November. Okay. And also the village we have an ordinance that only small cooking fires are allowed within the village. I know, there are bigger fires being burned, but people need to know that that's not supposed to happen either. And I think trash is also being burned in places. You don't know where specifically, but that's not allowed either. My computer just died on me, so my report's in there. No, it's it decided to
It's just
reboot
restarted.
and restart.
We're gonna move it back
I
so
didn't-
people on Facebook can see.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then my other update is on the safe routes to schools. We'll be walking that. The engineers have that plan pretty well finalized, and we'll be walking that again and looking for anything that might need changed in that. Again, that doesn't even start constructing until very late 25 or early 26 probably. And we had the sewer plant, the sewer outfall is extended again, the opening on those bids to November 15th. There's still, the one grant is gonna be extended. The deadline to use the grant will be extended, so we're waiting on that to find out when that is. And then the sewer plant, I had numbers on their collections on bulk wastewater that they collect is up again. They had over $2,000 for last month collected, and they're well over, do you remember? They're pushing over 30,000 for this year. I don't have exact numbers, but they're way up in revenues down there, so they're doing a good job as far as controlling expenses and helping to increase revenue. Also, we talked about this, was the last meeting, Ryan Cottrell was awarded by Ohio Rural Water Association wastewater operator of the year for the area. So he had that award last week. He was given that at their annual meeting. So congratulations to Ryan also. I think that's all I have. So, with my notes failing me, I think I covered most of it, and then committees can talk about the other details we discussed. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, committee reports, building and property.
Nothing at this time.
Okay, community business and development.
Nothing at this time that I know of.
Community relations.
Over the weekend on the 13th, We Are WL had a chili cook-off, and just the results of that, the fire department won first place, the police department won second, and Nakia Campbell got third. We Are WL has made some significant improvements with the help of Ryan Cottrell, Morgan Eccleberry, and Vic Allen to the boat ramp on 93 by the River Glen Estates. Still coming, picnic tables, trash cans, and then more beautification projects are coming. And then I want to remind everyone that on the 26th, there will be the Chamber Halloween Party from 2 to 4 at the Ridgewood Middle School. And then the same night from 5:30 to 7 will be the trick or treat in the village. That's it.
Beautiful. Community revitalization.
Same.
Okay. Finance.
Amy went over everything already that we discussed during the finance meeting, so I just need to make a motion for approval of the September cash summary report.
Second.
Katie,
Yes.
Bauer,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Wheeler,
Yep.
Fisher,
Yes.
Percy.
Yes.
Fire dependency board, we need to select a new representative, but we can do that for the next meeting and announce that.
Two for that or just one? Because Tim and I have been on.
Two?
Yeah, Tim and I'm always the secretary.
2 from council, 2 from fire department, and 1 local resident.
Got it. All right, so ordinance,
Nothing tonight.
okay, park board,
Park board met tonight and we updated the park use and release forms to include food trucks. Talk a little bit about the ODNR,
Land and water.
land and water
Conservation.
application, and also a little bit about the splash pad, and that was it.
this morning you spoke a little bit about the money from the park. Do you want to share that? The change and how much, since we've made that change in the park?
Yeah, so since we've made the change to implementing that park use form, and charging people for using shelters in the areas over Burt Park, so far this year, we've brought in over $600 compared to around $100 year-to-date totals that we've brought in the past, just from having people make donations on their own. So, yeah, that's gonna be very helpful for the upkeep of the buildings. I mean, my goodness, Tammy, you've already had to make some repairs to, locks,
locks.
to the bathrooms and
Yeah.
buildings and so forth that's cost. So,
And the amount of toilet paper and other things that we go through.
yeah, any of the maintenance that we have there. So, yes, it's gonna be very helpful to upkeep of those buildings.
All right. Planning Commission local,
Nothing tonight. We will be looking to schedule a
a meeting soon. How about county?
We'll see if we have a meeting next week.
All right, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Public safety?
We went over the safe routes to school plans being done that Tammy talked about, the walkthrough coming through. The engineering plans call for new stop signs at Wall and Union and Oak and Sixth. Keys for the village buildings have been collected. Pavement issue was brought up in front of a residence on Russell Avenue. And we talked about future paving following the safe routes to school sidewalks installation.
And the stop signs will be part of the safe routes to school installation, not something that we're going to do
Correct.
separately.
And I
Right.
should have noted, if I could, real
Yeah.
quick, about the paving. We did have paving done through the county last week on 3 blocks on Kirk Street and 2 blocks on South Center. And Smalls did that. They'll be back to do striping and crosswalks, and also adding some berming along the edges where the edges are high. So if you see things that need to be brought to my attention, you can let me know that too. But
And if they
it's
can-
not completely done, I guess is my.
Right, and if they can send you an email, that way you can compile a list through an email instead of somebody send me a message and her
That would be
message and
good.
somebody else. So that way, each council member doesn't have to send a message to Tammy as well. So if you have anything to report, send it directly to Tammy if possible. All right, Public Works.
We talked about the RCAP rate study that's ongoing. The update on the sewer outfall project, which Tammy already talked about. AEP's changing over the streetlights to LEDs. Bear with us. Stormwater maintenance plan for new subdivisions. And the pool credits are no more. So if you have a swimming pool, you're gonna have to pay for it.
So in order to start the stormwater management plan, I do believe we need a vote to start that. Maybe not tonight, but that is something that in order for us to implement, we do need that.
Ordinance.
Yeah, an ordinance. So that will be something probably at the next meeting. So in this next week, if you guys could take that time and really look over that program to make sure it fits us and what we need. Records retention is nothing, rules, nothing. So moving on to introduction of ordinances and resolutions. 2024-36, an ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor, fiscal officer, and fire chief to sign fire contracts. This is the third reading.
Motion to approve ordinance 2024-36.
Second.
Percy,
Yes.
Fisher,
Yes.
Bauer,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Cheney,
Yes.
Wheeler.
Yep.
Motion to adopt?
Second.
That's what we just did.
Awesome.
That's what we just did.
I thought I was.
We went ahead.
Good try, Jason.
My bad.
Moving back. 2024-37, a resolution to amend the 2024 permanent appropriations ordinance, 2023-57, adding funds. This is the third reading and an emergency.
I don't have the whole
I
script.
don't have it.
Oh.
It's the reading. We just want to.
Motion to adopt resolution 2024-37?
Yes.
Second.
Wheeler,
Yeah.
Percy,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Cheney,
Yes.
Bauer,
Yes,
Fisher.
Yes.
he's having a long.
It's okay. 2024-38, a resolution authorizing the village administrator to prepare and submit an application for the Land Water Conservation Fund Program through the Ohio Department of Natural Resources and declaring it an emergency. This is the second reading. And ordinance 2024-39, an ordinance to hire a solicitor effective January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2026. And this is the first reading. All right. No other business, the bills have been around.
Motion to pay bills?
Second.
Fisher,
Yes.
Percy,
Yes.
Wheeler,
Yep.
Powell,
Yes.
Bauer,
Yes.
Cheney.
Yes.
No need for an executive session tonight, so
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Cheney,
Yes.
Bauer,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Percy,
Yes.
Fisher,
Yes.
Wheeler.
Yep.